let's talk about some teams that have entered into the danger zone. I think that's the song. They're from
Top Gun. Kenny Loggins.
There you go.
Hey, there you go. Hooking it up for the Navy guy there. There you go. Appreciate that.
There you go. So some teams into the danger zone in 2025 and starting off 0-2. Now, it's not as much of a taboo conversation now as it used to be with 16 games. 17 games is a little bit different, but used to be teams that started 0-2 in a 16-game season very rarely, if ever, made the playoffs.
It's like 12%.
Yeah, I got this stat for you, Coach, because since 2000, since the year 2000, there's been 209 teams to start the season 0-2, and only 22 of them have gone on to make the playoffs.
Wow!
And since the Super Bowl era of the 451 teams that started 0-2, only 4 of them have made the Super Bowl. So
wow.
Do you know who those 4 are, or did your stats not go that far? All right,
that's where I stopped.
That's where it stops.
He's trying to be teacher's pet, getting all of these stats for the show.
I might have had them for a certain coverage of my own team who might fit into this category. I'm surprised you're not throwing that in my face right now.
Right.
When you got that quarterback, it's hard to say you're doomed, even at 0-2.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So real quick, I will go around the room again and we'll talk about these 0-2 teams. So I'm going to list them real quick. We've got the Jets are 0-2, the Dolphins, the Cleveland Browns, the Houston Texans, the Tennessee Titans, the Kansas City Chiefs, the New York Giants, the Chicago Bears, the New Orleans Saints, and the Carolina Panthers are all 0-2. So out of those teams, who do you think is in the most danger in regards to starting 0-2 to maybe or maybe not revitalize their season? I'm gonna start with Alex because I'm sure he is the chomping at the bit to talk about this topic. So,
who do
you think is in that list of teams that's in the most danger of the season going into the toilets?
I'd argue and say all of them not named the Chiefs or Texans.
Stop it! You're taking my stuff.
Okay, sorry. I figured you would say my team would be screwed. But I think the Saints are just continuing what their game plan was per young RG's inside all off season. I don't see the Panthers really turning it around. Bears, I don't see turning around. All those teams have significant questions outside of the 2 I mentioned to start it off. So. I think those are the rest of those squads are right where we kind of thought they would be at this point of the season, or just outlook of the season as a whole. And the Texans and the Chiefs are probably maybe not for you guys because of your internal biases, but they're the Chiefs and Texans are certainly in uncharted waters from probably where people just thought they would be to start the year. But that being said, for the Chiefs, they have a tough schedule. They had a tough opener, tough week 2. Some of these other teams did not have tough schedules and still looked bad. So
bad.
Just bad. But yeah, really, I think the Chiefs and Texans will figure things out. And some of that may be just saying that is my own internal fandom. But at the same time, if we do talk about the game, or if not, check my video recapping the Chiefs game. But they're in a better spot than some of these other squads that are in the same vein. I look at the Chiefs as kind of like that Magic Johnson interview where he's, they're in the room with the rest of the 0-2 teams, but I'm not going to be here.
That's cool.
What are you going to do with your high draft pick? I'm not going to be here.
You're going to fire today. I got to give you credit. You're going to fire today. You ate your Wheaties this morning or something. Something happened good for you. Yes, indeed. All right. So, Captain Jack, what is your take on these 0-2 teams? Who do you think is in the most danger?
Actually, and you read the list out, and I'm trying to listen, and you said Texans, Titans, Chiefs, and there was another team there. There
Bears.
are 4 teams. What?
Bears.
No. They're
Dolphins, Jets.
Dolphins,
no,
Jets,
Giants.
They're toast.
Panthers.
They're toast.
Saints.
Yeah, no, they're toast.
That's it. That's all the team. The rest of them are
Apologies.
Butter and toast.
I misremembered as the great gentleman. Never mind. It's a baseball reference. You won't get it. Yeah, the three that you don't have to worry about that should make a solid bounce back is Texans, Titans, and Chiefs. I mean, the other guys,
Titans, what?
They Texans, Titans, and Chiefs. Okay, they don't suck. They don't suck. It's like you're not going to have Townie go, oh no, we suck again. No, the other people that are on that list, they suck. Okay, to quote Dennis Green, may he rest in happiness as well.
Ooh,
they are who we thought they were. So go ahead and crown them. Those teams sucked.
Okay.
So you got to draft those, or not ref. See, boy, I'm all discombobulated tonight. Coach, it's those three are nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry
about. Okay. Young RG, what is your take on it? Who has the most to worry about in these 0-2 teams?
Man, I'm going against the grain on this one. I think the Texans have a lot to be worried about.
I agree. You stole my take.
I'm kind of shocked that AG and Cap kind of just put him in the not worried category. I think that offense, and I think CJ Stroud in particular, and this is not, a lot of people are going to come out, oh, you're just a salty Chargers fan, you don't want anything to say good about. If you watch film side by side of CJ Stroud in his rookie year, comparing it to last year and the first 2 games of this season, he is not the same player. You're fooling yourselves if you're thinking that.
Agreed.
He is missing a lot. Turn on that Buccaneers game. He is missing easy targets. He had, he had Dalton Schultz wide open in the end zone. I'm sorry, not Dalton Schultz. Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Overshot him twice.
Yep.
That is awful. And for a team, they have a fantastic defense. That is what is going to keep them in, and the fact that they're
That's pretty much why I said that, and that they're in the AFC South.
Right. Yeah.
Like 2 reasons why I didn't think they had to worry that bad.
Right. I mean, in regards to that,
don't call me an idiot.
Well, I mean,
yeah. I was gonna say, look at the division, schmuck. Okay, they're
the Colts are 2-0. Hey, Danny Dimes is second in the passing yards category. All right, they look pretty damn good. No,
Daniel Dimes,
Indiana Jones. No, look. But on the real,
we'll be done in the next segment for the hot takes. Keep it going.
On the real, I like, as far they can win 9-10 games, but I feel like CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans, they're in that point in their careers now where simply making the playoffs isn't enough. Like, you have to go further in the playoffs. They haven't been further than the divisional round. Now, obviously, it's still a very young career for Stroud. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but that is the next step that needs to be taken. And this team, for right now, what I'm seeing does not look like they've taken a step forward towards that. It looks like they've taken a step back, actually. And so they may be good wins wise, but as far as what they were expecting and what, maybe their fans expected of them, I think they are going to fall short of that.
Yeah, I agree, because it's not only the fact that they're playing bad offensively. CJ Stroud does not look good mechanically. His footwork is bad. He's throwing off the wrong foot. Like I said, and that's causing a lot of inaccurate throws. And I think it's really boiling down to the idea. If you're taking his 3 years of his career so far, he trusted his O-line in year 1 completely, and that's why he had a lot of success. He didn't trust anybody outside of Larry Tunsil last year. And what did they do? Ship Larry Tunsil out. And now he doesn't trust his O-line at all, which is making him have Happy Feet in the pocket, in all honesty.
They shipped the pot-smoking gas mask tackle out?
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
They traded
no, I just wanted to drop the reference of the gas mask wearing tackle. That's his
legend. Draft legend.
Yeah,
there you go. So yeah, I think that's the biggest issue with when it comes down to the Texans and their ability to, one, they can't run a ball for anything. That's problem number one, which they hung their hat on that in the past 3 years. Giving CJ a strong running game and him allowing to pass and do intricate things off of their run game. Now they can't run the ball, even with a Nick Chubb, who's looks more like himself than he has in the past 2 years. And the fact that they got all these receivers out there, even minus Christian Kirk and minus Tank Dell, they still got a bunch of weapons, including good tight end, and they still can't seem to move the ball. I really think the Texans are really, looking, down the barrel of the idea that they could, if they do make the playoffs, just by virtue of having a bad division, they're going to get out in the first round by anybody that's a playoff team. And I'm looking at their schedule, and like they got the Ravens in a couple of weeks after 2 divisional games. Seahawks gonna give them a go. 49ers look good. Broncos defense is gonna give them problems. The Bills down the line on the 20th of November. Yeah, that's a big one. They have the Chiefs the week after the Colts game, and they got the Chargers second to the last game of the season. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy if they're going to be playing football this well, in my opinion. But yeah, I think the Texans are really the ones that should be sounding an alarm at this point of a series teams that have good talent that should be winning football games at this point. They're not. Side note for me, I'm disappointed in the Bears and the Panthers because I had high hopes they would turn the corner, but they're not. But but I would definitely put the Texans higher on the list of panic for me than those two teams.
I will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cobb.
I apologize. I said I think the operative word for me, and maybe it's because I'm into semantics like the lawyer is doomed. Doomed. When you throw out a word like doomed, just saying that word just says, oh, you have no chance in hell. You're going to have a crappy season. You're going to be below 500. So semantically is why I said that the teams that I listed, they're not doomed. And again, I just for all people out there as to why I took the take I took. I know that's hard to say.
I like it. That's good. That's a good explanation, Cal. I like that.
I will very, very quickly. I just want to say regarding the Texans as well that this was kind of the thought of them last season about how they're going to win that division by default. There'll be a first round knockout in the playoffs, and the only reason they weren't is because they went up against the one team in which their biggest weakness completely overpowered the team's greatest weakness. Or sorry,
greatest strength.
Yes, thank you. Exactly. Their greatest strength overpowered the team's greatest weakness, and they just had a great matchup. But the questions surrounding the Texans have been there for a bit. And if they continue on this track, obviously I think they pick it up a bit, but they continue on this route, it's not going to be looking good.
Does he have a new OC? Stroud?
Yeah, Bobby Slowick.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, last year. He was with them last year, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Because
I wonder what too is some of it is like, because I agree. I mean, there is a stark difference from how he looked his rookie year to now, and even last year, but it's been going down every year. And I wonder how much of it is like, one, changing the coordinator, but two, like his rookie year, I'm sure the offense was way more dumbed down. Like he didn't have freedom to do stuff that he probably has now. And so I just kind of wonder, how much of that is just, how much of it falls directly to Stroud. Like this, they gave him all this freedom to do all this stuff, and he just can't analyze it that way or not. I don't. It's interesting though.
Yeah, he's doing the complete opposite of what most quarterbacks do. They say most quarterbacks figure it out by year 3, and he's regressing at year 3. That's a weird dynamic. It really is a weird dynamic for sure. So we'll see how things go, man. But yeah, I'm going to keep a close eye on the Texans, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing. That's for sure.